Hey guys, Steven and Amy here with ProTech. And Amy, what are you doing?
I can't get my belt in my brand new HMAG. It's
Ah,
impossible.
so if you can't get your belt into your HMAG, today we're going to explain how to break your HMAG in so that it's a nice tight fit onto your belt so that you don't have to struggle bus like Miss Amy just was. So if you come in here really quick, you'll notice on your packing slip that in addition to a nice handwritten note from one of us, down at the bottom there is an HMAG note. It says if you purchased an HMAG, be sure to wet the leather with water the first time you slide it onto your belt to help the leather stretch and form, I'm reading upside down, to your belt. The fit should be tight the first few times you slide it onto your belt. And eventually what will occur is the leather will take a set and stretch to that location and pretty much stay there for you. So we mold them kind of tight and we mount them a little tight so that you can go through that process and make it fit exactly to your belt. So would you like assistance with breaking in your HMAG, ma'am?
I would love that.
So here's what you do. We use a little squirt bottle here. If you let us know ahead of time how thick your belt is, we'll semi-break it in for you here at the shop. Otherwise, you can do it yourself. You don't have to have a cute little squirt bottle like this. You can just hold it under the faucet if you want. It's leather. It wicks in moisture, brings it to the outer surface, and it evaporates off of it, so it will dry on its own. You won't hurt it at all. But you just take your spray bottle or your faucet and give it a nice wetting, and you can wet both sides of it to allow it to kind of stretch uniformly. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, ta-da, nice and wet. Okay? Now, I have a piece of belt here that's identical to Amy's that we can feed in there. I just kind of rounded off the edges to help it feed in there. And typically what you do is you force that in there and you let it sit. Let it sit for a while. You can let it sit overnight, or if you want to force your belt into it. There it is. Come on. Get in there. Okay. You pull. Pull. There it is. Okay. All right. Okay. So it's on. And it's nice and tight. Because what you want, why do we make it tight? Well, we make it tight so that it stays put on your belt when you draw it. So you don't want it sliding around all over the place. Now you can anchor it. You can put it, like she could move it over here to be on the other side of that belt loop if she wanted. She could run it up against her belt buckle if she wanted. She could put it over here against this belt loop right there if she wanted. And slide her belt buckle over a little bit like appendix carry guys do. Or she could custom fit it to her belt by wetting the leather and forcing the belt through. And it'll stay right there. And then also, you may notice when you break it in that you have to tighten or loosen the retention a little bit. And just do that while it's on your body. And I noticed when you drew it, ma'am, that it was a little tight, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, so go ahead and pull it out. Okay, now put it back in. Okay, now we'll loosen this a quarter of a turn. Now pull it out. A little easier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can dial that in to your liking. Not too bad?
I like it.
You can dial that in to your liking, tighten or loosen it as you see fit, just like you can on our holsters. So, ma'am?
Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. All right. So, guys, stay safe out there. Have fun breaking in your HMAGs, and we'll see you next time.